So after reviewing Batman the movie, we now move to Batman 1989, directed by Tim Burton himself. And for the cast, Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, and Kim Basinger. What is there to say about this movie? A lot. It was the first time we finally got to see Batman truly as the Dark Knight. And we get to see amazing performances by Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson himself. It was also the debut of a new Joker. Definitely, well, in live action, more dark and brooding. And not the one in this one, Cesar Romero's, despite doing a good job. So, it's like an origin story, but not really. I mean, we don't see the origin story of Batman, which is a disappointment of the movie. But we see the origin story of the Joker. He was Jack Napier, basically a gang member. Got betrayed. Found taking acid, kind of because of Batman. And became the Joker. Now as for the plot itself, it's basically everyone thinking there's this man-bat around. Some who believe and some who don't. The criminals are terrified. And it starts off what we believe to be the origin story of Bruce Wayne, but not really, which was funny. And after that, we got to see Michael Keaton as Batman, who originally fans did not want because of his comedic roles in the past. But in this movie, he did a great job as Batman, who we see take down two criminals, petty ones, and gives that iconic line that of who he is, I'm Batman. And the suit itself was pretty nice. As you can see, this Bat logo was on the suit. Actually, let's take a look at the movie itself. As you can see, it's triumphant. You can't take your eyes off it. And yeah, it was definitely a great movie. And there's the disc. Now let's look at Vicky Vale, Bruce's love interest, a photographer. She's okay. I mean, I liked her clothing. It looked nice. She was, I wouldn't say like boring. Like, she was great. Like, Kim Basinger gave a great performance. But Vicky Vale herself, I mean, she's okay. But overall, not too interesting. I mean, her being a photographer, seeing her and Bruce's relationship was good. But at times it felt a little rushed, especially since it was basically just one date. Too bad we couldn't see more of it. We got to see more of her in the movie, but still, she was okay, but, you know, could have seen more. Now, as for the Joker, before Heath Ledger, this was the greatest Joker to ever live. Truly. I mean, he literally was basically the comic version of it. I mean, he basically had the whole look, from the outfit, the makeup, the laugh. It was amazing. Some complaints about this movie is with, well, not too many, was with Batman killing, which, yeah, is definitely there. Or the Joker, Jack Napier, being the one who killed Bruce's parents, which, again, I wasn't a fan of. Tim Burton's idea. And Alfred, Michael Gow, letting Vicky Vale in the Batcave, which, again, I don't support too well either. And the visuals, they were very beautiful. Still are, but some look a little outdated compared to nowadays. But if you get like the 4K version of it, it looks, well, better. Some aspects don't. So basically the plot of the movie, after the whole Joker thing, is the Joker is trying to destroy Gotham in his own way. In greed, his laughing gas, and try to kill the Bat himself. Batman trying to figure out this whole thing. He knows it was Jack Napier. And trying to stop the Joker. Like, it's very interesting. Definitely good. And with, I suppose that with adding that the Joker killed his parents, definitely adds more of that relationships thing, you could say, of the Batman and Joker. But still, I don't think it needed to be needed. And the Joker falling in love with Vicky Vale, it was. I didn't think it needed to be needed, but it was okay at the time. Let's see. This is actually one of the few Jokers I could definitely see with Harley Quinn if she existed at the time. Definitely a possibility. But, meh. Then again, if she was, it probably would have taken away more of Jack Nicholson's screen time. Jack Nicholson himself was basically probably the main reason this movie made so much money. Other than the movie being Batman, since he's such an iconic character. And this came out on his 50th anniversary, which, again, awesome. Jack Nicholson himself, back in the day, and still is, one of the biggest name actors to ever live. And the roles he did were amazing. I mean, The Shining, definitely that iconic moment. Here's Johnny. That was cool. Let's see. Also in the movie, we do get to see some other characters like Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent, who a pity we didn't get to see him as Two-Face. Never got that opportunity. Who I think would have made a good Two-Face, maybe an interesting one if we ever had gotten that third Batman movie with Tim Burton. And then we got Pat Hingo, I think, Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, he was definitely, out of all four, not that interesting. I mean, they should have gave him more of a role in this or in the sequel, in all of them. It's like he was there, but he truly didn't do too much, which again, a disappointment. Now as for the final scenes, oh yeah, the final scenes were amazing. I mean, the music, Danny Elfman provided the most iconic music of Batman to fans to this day still listen to. I mean, while the Dark Knight trilogy definitely gave iconic music, this is the music fans usually will go back to and remember, nostalgic sake. And seeing the scene with Batman, Joker, Vicky Vale in that church, that was a great scene. With the music, Batman fighting, I mean, choreography was great. Though some complain the fighting also wasn't as good back in the day, which in most Batman movies, besides the Affleck ones, yeah, the fighting definitely lacks to be, big. But besides that, the final scene is with the Joker preparing to escape, with Batman and Vicky Vale hanging for their lives, and Batman uses his grappling hook to, tie Joker's leg to that Gothic statue. And the Joker trying to get out by climbing onto the ladder to the blimp can't, because the thing is just way too heavy. And he's slowly starting to lose, his grip, and eventually falls to his death. And Batman and Vicky Vale then fall. Batman using his grappling hook, to save them, having to hold on to the brick. And, it saves them both. Then later, it has the press talking about, with the Joker finally being defeated, them seeing Batman, I guess, as a good guy, and them revealing the iconic bat symbol, and, yeah, the bat signal, which was a beautiful shot. Even though the logo looked a little cartoony, I think that was the point. Eventually ends with Vicky Vale being picked up by Alfred, who then tells her that Bruce might be a little late, into which she's not surprised. Then as the music goes, showing the buildings of Gotham, shows the most iconic ending scene to a Batman movie, to fans probably see still as the greatest ending scene of Batman, though many will likely fight that case. With Batman standing on top with the symbol being lighted, with Danny Elfman's iconic music for it. So yeah, this is a good movie. Sure, it may be a little dated and some scenes may be a little boring to some fans now, but overall, it was a great movie, a great start to a franchise that likely could have been making movies to the end. And that was Batman. I will get to Batman Returns on another day. Until then, signing off.